going on, guys? Thoughts from the desk here in the sports office of 19 News. First, before I get into anything, take a moment today. Stop, think, sit down, collect your thoughts. Think about why this is a holiday. Memorial Day, one of the most important days on the calendar. I could just go on and on and on and on and on about it, but this is a sports segment, so I'm just going to say it up front, and then I'll move on with thoughts on the baseball game. But remember why we have the day off and why this is a day on the calendar. It was a day game for the Guardians today in Colorado, and the streak came to an end. Obviously, you can't win all the time. Now, it's funny because going into this game, you're thinking, well, the Guardians are the hottest team in baseball. They'd won 9 in a row. The Rockies had the second fewest wins in Major League Baseball. So you could tell yourself a story where, yeah, they go ahead and win today and win another series, maybe sweep another series, because that's what they've been doing because the Rockies have been that bad. Well, there is a phrase in baseball that you sometimes hear: momentum is only as good as the next day's starting pitcher. And today's starting pitcher was Xzavion Curry. And Xzavion Curry, he might turn into a thing, but right now he is not a thing. And he wasn't bad for the first 3 innings. It was the 4th inning they got him. Obviously, the 6th-run uprising. Look, you're playing in a place that is kind of a quirky ballpark because of the depth of the outfield, and they don't play there a lot. Ball can carry. You've got what is essentially your 8th starter, I think. They don't have Bieber, they don't have Gavin Williams, and now they don't even have Cookie. So once you make it through that, you're like 3-4 guys. He's like your 8th starter. Yeah, you're going to lose. Sometimes you're going to lose those, and they lost today. A few things about the club right now. They've obviously been winning a ton. They've been doing it without Josh Naylor. Now, Josh Naylor started like a house of fire, and nobody could expect him to keep that up. He was batting, he had .417 in March, but that was only a couple of games. But he had .264 in April, and that was front-loaded. He was even better than that in the beginning of April, and then tailed off. But right now, he's hitting .175 for the month of May. Josh Naylor is not as good as he was early in the year when he is on fire, and he is not as bad as he is right now when he can't hit. They're doing all this despite him having some struggles. He'll figure it out. I don't know when, but he'll figure it out because that's what these guys do. They have been winning a lot of games with guys like Freeman and Fry putting together some big days. I don't know yet what these two guys are, but I am more inclined to believe Freeman is a thing over Fry. David Fry is 28 years old. And he's with 29 in November, so he'll be 29 next year. Is it possible to have a breakout year at 28? I guess. Ben Lively's having one at 32. But normally, he just reached the big leagues last year. If you don't make your major league debut until 27, you're probably not going to be a thing. But we're all rooting for him. David Fry, go get it. He's extremely versatile. He has been in the middle of a lot of good baseball for them right now. So I'm not trying to say, like, you watch, this guy's going to be a bum. I'm not putting it that way. I'm just saying I don't know if this guy is really going to continue to be, the force that he's been to this point. But the reason I'm a little more in on Freeman as a possibility. One, first of all, he's not tearing it up right now. He's just been better in the leadoff spot. He's still hitting, he's hitting 220s. He's jumped his batting average, actually, like 40 points in the last few weeks. It's just that he was hitting around 180. So, now he's into the 220s. But Tyler Freeman was a second-round pick in 2017. Is that a long time to get to the big leagues? Kind of, but he was a high school player. Those guys take longer to develop. So there's draft capital there. And he just turned 25. So is it possible he could have, 25 is a reasonable time to maybe have, a platform year. I don't want to say a breakout year. Maybe he's not going crazy, but a platform year. I think that's reasonable. And he can play a little bit of everywhere. He can. I'm more inclined to lean into Freeman being a guy than Fry. I'm not saying he definitely will be, but that's just where some things are right now. Goofy day. They're losing Colorado. Game 2 tomorrow. Tristan McKenzie on the mound. Hopefully the guys have learned the outfield a little bit more and things like that. And Charlie Blackmon, goodness, that dude. Figure out a way to get that man out.